hear me? All right. All right. Nice messages here in the chat already. John the Bases. John, you were the first one. Dude, are you just sitting by the phone waiting? What is it like? 1 in the morning there? Crazy. John, when we were kids, we used to play in John's basement. And his dear mom would come in and say, "Turn that, you know what, down." She used to yell at us. We were so loud. But that's where all this started, was in the basement. Just like some of you guys out there, you know? Banging around, just messing around, playing other people's music. And things happen. Join bands, get some breaks, and yeah, then it becomes something, you know? I just want to make sure I'm looking at the camera. I think you guys can hear me okay, right? All right. Let me turn it up just a hair. All right. I hope you can hear that. Yep. All right. So, yeah, John was the first one to sign on. And as I was saying to you guys, we were kids playing in his basement because he had the room, the space to make some noise. So, yeah, welcome to my practice session. I am about to bang around. Got a master class coming up, you guys, on Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific. So if you haven't, it would be great to have you join in. Hang out with me. Volume is too low. All right. Yeah, but wait, what happens when I do this? Yeah, I could come up some more, I think. Wait a minute. Check. Can you hear me? Hey, hey, hey. Nope, I went the wrong way. And yes, I am talking. You can hear that. Come on. It's got to be there. All right. Oh, like Bob Ross, live drums with Tim is calming. Hey, I like that. That's awesome. Happy little drums, you guys. Happy little drums. Yes, I have been told my voice can put you to sleep. So let's play some happy little drums here before bed. Bedtime here at the Happy Drum Spot. I'm being attacked by all the chords. So all you gotta do is get your happy little sticks and your happy headphones on, and we'll play some happy beats. What do you think about that? Let me get this out of the way. Hold on. Something's up. I'm being called. Yes. Not at all? Oh. Oh, man, what happened? webcam too. Can anyone hear me? There's a little bit. I see the signal is low. How about now? Oh, I'm on the wrong. Hey, hey. Haha. Thank you. Hey, guys. All right, let me start this over. Sorry. Get the levels right so it looks good. Thank you. All right. So let's start this over. Hi, everyone. So, as I was saying in the very beginning, we'll go back to the top. John, my friend John, was the very first one to sign on. He's in Michigan. So it's like 1 a.m. there. And let me turn these off. Take these off, anyways, thanks for signing on, John. We used to play in John's basement when we were kids. And his mom used to come and yell at us and say, "You guys turn that down." We were cranking down there. But we were always able to do it. She let us play down there. She knew it made us happy. And we loved doing it. And we would be down in the basement playing B-52s, the Cars, Rush. Not very well, remind you. But that's where it all starts. All you guys out there, or anyone out there, you, if you think, oh, I'm not good enough or something, it's like just keep practicing, play, enjoy it in the basement, because that's where I started. That's where I was, in the basement playing. And thank you, John. John's dear mom and mom and dad used to let us play down there, so that was awesome. Anyways, thank you for letting me know about the sound issues. And there was a great comment that said, it was like, drums with Tim, or it's like Bob Ross, drums with Tim. It's very calming. So tonight we're going to do little happy drums tonight, okay? Because I've been told my voice can put you to sleep. So we'll probably start reading bedtime stories to you guys too. So it's late at night right now. You're probably laying in bed in your underwear. Been watching TV, reading a book, looking at your phone. Well, obviously you're looking at your phone, huh? See? So you're looking at your phone and you're like, God, I wish Tim could just read something so I could go to sleep. That is probably going to happen very soon. But tonight, we're going to do happy drums. Okay? We got happy little sticks here. Happy little voice. Happy little drums. So let me play some happy little beats. was a little Thursday night happy drums for you tonight on the late night drum channel. This is your late night drum channel. With some happy drums tonight. Yeah. Got the jungle drums in the background. Sorry, I'm getting really weird right now. So it seems like it's looking all right, I think. So doing a little new setup, trying to find the right spot for the cameras and everything. Let me see. Oh yeah, hold on. I would like to see, do you guys got any questions? Oh man, comments. Yeah, I should be able to see comments, right? Yeah. I would love to hear a comment or see a comment. Gosh, sorry. I would love to see a comment. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to hear not a full song, but an actual drum part? Thanks for doing this, I see. Oh, you're welcome. What inspired me to do this? Well, it was my wife's genius idea to have me start putting down my ideas and thoughts about drumming, my techniques and concepts. So we started doing Stick Academy, building it and trying to come up with the right way to do this. And we've got 2 programs. Well, one, the accelerator program coming up where I'm going to be teaching just like this with you. And it's a 4-week course though. So we'll be together for 4 weeks and there'll be Q&As where we can really go deep. I feel like there's hairs on me or something. What's happening? So we can go deep into rhythms and, you know, how I approach it. Because the thing about drums, for me, it's all about the why. Like when you're jamming with somebody, like what is it that you're feeling in the song? How can you relate that feeling by hitting these things? What is it? What's going to make that groove feel good and someone's going to want to listen to it, you know? That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about a ton of stuff while I'm playing too, but mainly it's conveying the feeling of whatever jam we're doing is making it feel really good. And then my attention span is about that long. So I'm always changing, shifting little things. I don't just play a simple groove for a long time. It's really hard for me to just do that. It's a great exercise though, to just sit and do, you know, one thing for a while, which we will get into. That's a whole different thing. I'm going to have a thing coming out where we go into that, where we use drums as kind of like a meditation. And we'll play patterns. And they just repeat, repeat. And when you do that, it's a really, it's called mindful meditation. It's like focusing on one thing, and your mind is just focused on that, and you're just doing it over and over and over. So we'll get into that. But so my wife had this great idea to create this Stick Academy, stickacademy.com. And we have been putting it together for months. So I've been here. I'm at 2,200 studios in Sausalito. Used to be the record plant where a lot of great records, Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life, Prince's first record, Fleetwood Mac, Rumors, right in this room, right exactly where I'm sitting right now. They were here making these records. So I got fortunate enough, while there's a bunch of construction going on, to be allowed to be in here. I've got video cameras, and I'm recording stuff for the Stick Academy. And we're going to open up soon the monthly membership. And that's where I've been recording videos of me discussing some of the concepts. And there's a lot to do still. But they'll be ongoing, and I'm going to be uploading them as I go. We'll be putting stuff up there. But it's a low monthly cost just to support the cause. And I think it's like 27 a month, I think we decided on. So it's really, couple cups of coffee at Starbucks. And you get tons of me talking about drums and songs and what I've been doing in those songs. Even at the basic level too. This isn't just for advanced people, The advanced people probably don't even want to get into it because they're advanced. They're probably just as good as me. So I think you younger drummers, beginning drummers, people interested in rhythm, interested in drums, that'll be a really cool thing. And so we're going to build it, but we're going to make it available soon. Right now we have a list that you can sign up if you're interested. So yeah, my wife came up with this idea, and we've been building it for months now. And so yeah, we have the accelerator program coming up. That's in February, mid-February. I'm going to do the 4 weeks. So if you guys are able to, like on a Saturday for an hour, well, actually there'll be a Q&A on 2 of the days, so maybe a couple hours. On a Saturday, we'll get together for 4 weeks straight, and bam, bust it out before I go on tour. We're about to go on tour with A Perfect Circle and Pucifer and Primus. So we will be all together out on the road, and I'm going to try to get some stuff accomplished before I leave. So this is one of them. We've got the accelerator program, and then we've got the ignition program. We're going to ignite your flame for drums and rhythm. And that is something you can do on your own, at home, or wherever you want. It's a course, and you will go through it on your own, at your own pace. There'll be videos in there, and a lot of information too. So this is really, really informative when you're starting out, because I want people to know that you don't have to know all these complex things. You don't have to have each. This is really important. Know when you're starting drums that all your limbs don't have to do different things. They all work together. There are drummers that can do different things, like an octopus, but even when they're doing different things, they're usually playing in the same time. It's just that they have complicated parts going on. But for us, we're thinking about the power of simplicity. We're thinking about how can we take these few and very important rudiments and ideas and just master those and get them precise and clean, clear, and how can you take that from going right, left to playing this big monstrosity and making people listen and feel good, you know? That's the goal. So that's what we're thinking about when we do the Stick Academy stuff. Simplicity, effectiveness, efficiency, and health and mindset. All these things, very important, very important. So anyways, if you missed it earlier, someone said I'm the Bob Ross of drums. I'm also the gorilla. That's why we have the gorilla logo at Stick Academy. I've been called a gorilla sauntering through the forest. And so I'm the gorilla Bob Ross on the drums. Should we play some more happy beats? What do you think? I just answered a question, so for any other good questions I can see. Isn't it going on Facebook right now? I did have a window that had Facebook stuff, but I'm not seeing that chat right now. Oh wait, what is this it? This might be it. I think I found the window. Sorry, I've got the software here going, and oh no, that's the different ones. Instagram, Facebook, streaming, yes. I want to see the chats. Okay. Well, sorry guys. All I can see right now is the Instagram. No, I can't play that. That's your new name? Yes, it kind of is. Do myself and Jay Lang hang out? No, but I saw him. He was playing with the Dead and Company, and I went to the show, and I got to say hi and hang out with him. Yeah, he's a great guy, great drummer, no question. You know, we're very different. And what's really cool, he's left-handed mainly, but he plays on a right-handed kit, and sometimes he plays like I do, but he usually likes to lead with the left hand. So when I was learning some of his stuff, it didn't make sense to me because the sticking was all weird. Like what I would start with my right hand wouldn't come logically, wouldn't work the way I was doing it. So I asked him, I'm like, how are you doing that? It's like you're always starting with this little thing. And he goes, oh, I lead with the left hand usually. It's like, that makes sense. That's why there's all these little hi-hat things that happen before the main beat that I would normally do. So I had to kind of, and it helped my left hand a lot get better than it was, you know. So yes. Yes, I have a drum set in Scottsdale at the Scottsdale Musical Instrument Museum. Yes, I do. It's my pork pie set that I recorded Seas of Cheese on and pork soda on that. And that kit also was used at Woodstock and on some Rush tours when we opened for Rush. So, yes. Any laundry tunes? Hey, gosh, haven't listened to that stuff in so long. No, I really honestly couldn't play it with any kind of confidence at all. So, sorry, because I literally cannot remember any of them. We want happy paintings, happy paintings. If you want sad things, watch the news. That's right. We want happy drums. If you want sad drums, watch the news. Are you the same drummer that played at the radio station with Primus back in the day? They played to defy. Oh, yeah. That's the one that is on the internet, I think, right? Yeah, that's me. Of course. I had all that long hair. I think I was wearing like big old, I don't know, big old MC Hammer pants. I was kind of a very Berkeley hippie-ish during those days. There is hair on here. God, what is this? So yeah, that was me on the radio station. All right, my next turning like this. I'm going to play. What would be cool to play? Let me play you a tune. Do you guys want to see how I do the electric grapevine? Play some grooves, exactly. All right. Yeah, play some grooves. Let's talk about the electric grapevine because I'm looking at this tom here. So this concept of having this tom here opens up a whole bunch. And it happened because, it happened during the Punch Bowl record. And that's where I came up with the electric grapevine rhythm. So the electric grapevine rhythm is the bass line goes. So what do you play to that? No. So you see the kind of stuff I have to deal with? Those are the kind of parts that I got to go, what am I going to do to that? How can I support that? How can I keep that driving? How can I make it powerful, or how can I just make it feel good? So I don't know how we started on that, but here's the groove that I do. This might be a little loud. Hold on. So, did you hear that? So I could have done that, right? And that's kind of a groove I would do. That's a linear beat, meaning none of the notes fall together. I like to do that all the time, where just one limb is hitting on its own. So I was with that pattern. it's just not enough, you know, especially with that bass pattern. And it's not, it doesn't move. It's just kind of real, kind of stiff. So I had to come up like, how can I make this interesting? So if I had something here on this side that I could, something here I could play in between these notes. So that's what I came up with. And so that's how I like to approach a lot of music. And when I'm playing the drums is if I have the foundation of it, which is now I'll think, what could I layer over top of that? It could be anywhere, as long as I can physically make it happen so that it's comfortable and it feels good and sounds good. That's what I'm trying to do. So, and that's what I came up with, where I could keep this pattern. Okay. But now, what do you do if you get to that part in the song and now we're ramping it up into like a big section? What do? Do you just stop this rhythm and just go? Because now all the motion, all that rhythmic, like driving force is gone. Right? So if I take this away, to me, it doesn't work. And this is what happens too. You got to be careful when you create stuff like this. If this is the foundation, like this is the base for in that song, if you don't know it, this is what's happening under the verses. So I do that for like 7 minutes straight. And as I was saying, now we have to go somewhere with it. Now we have to go even more. Increase the power, increase the feeling. So how do you do that? Well, yeah, one way is to open the hi-hat, but I still have to keep this thing going. Otherwise, all the motion is gone. All that driving energy stops. And the other guys, they're just sustaining one note. Down. That's all they do. So could you imagine if they're going and I'm going, you know, now it sounds like some really bad rock song. So, sorry, am I like boring everybody? Well, this is important, so you need to hear it. So now you have this. So where do you go from there to make it even more driving and even more energetic? Well, first thing, I needed to add more notes. But how do I add more notes and still keep the feel of the... So what I did is this. Right. See that? Added more notes going back here. Added more notes on the kick drum with my leg. And in between that linear pattern. Okay. And open this up also. So that this becomes like a distortion pedal, you know, noisy, makes it loud, increasing the amount of notes, takes that section, it makes that section a step up from the verses, a big step up from the verses, because also what bass and guitar are doing are full distortion sustains, and there's only those two parts in that whole song, but the key to it are the dynamics, all the little, you're bringing it down, opening the hat, making it loud, adding more notes to take it to an even more driving part. So some things to think about. Wherever you start, plan on it going somewhere, unless you're starting at your full maximum, but just remember that is your maximum. So you might have to be there again over here, but that means everything else in the song probably needs to come down. Unless you're doing a format like some metal or something where it's just one level all along, you know. But from my world, that's how we work. Up and down, volumes, dynamics, the amount of notes, all of that. So, all right. That was fun. Guerrilla power, yeah. All right. John the Basic says dynamics are relative. What does that mean? Relative. How the hell do you come up with that? So yeah, well, that's the thing I was just telling you what I was thinking about. That's the process. Where am I starting with? If it feels like it doesn't match with like what Les is doing, the bass, I've got to come up with something else. If he has a lot of space in what well, that song's not a lot of space, but it is kind of blah, blah. So there's a lot of sustaining. So if I don't have that ba-da-bop, you know, you notice the notes he played, ba-da-bop, ba-da-bop. So right there, I don't know which came first on that one. If he was playing or maybe I was messing around with this groove, but whatever it is, those two things have to link up. I have to have that feel, that triplet feel. Okay, so it's just thinking about it like that. Listen to what your other guys are doing. Do you want to play exactly what they're doing, or maybe play what they're doing in a different location, you know, behind them, in front of them? Play parts of it. Like that's what I do on Mud. I literally play all of Les's, I think it's his, all his right-hand notes I'm doing, but I've divided them into so the hi-hat, that last hi-hat note is the only note that he doesn't play, that no one plays, not even me. I mean, there's no other kick or snare with it. It's by itself. So that's kind of, when you have to decide, are you playing with exactly tight with them, or are you going to kind of be in your own world as well? Maybe I'm just going to do some rhythms and they're going to do whatever they're going to do, and it doesn't really overlap, but most likely if they're good musicians, it'll overlap and it'll connect. I cannot imagine how difficult it is working with those two other guys. Wacky styles. Thanks, Ranks. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks for the questions. It's really cool. Yeah, really appreciate you guys coming on here and hanging out with me. But I do have to practice a little bit. Is that cool? And also, I did not successfully set up YouTube to stream, but I'm doing this on Facebook too, if you're on Facebook, and I can't see your chats. I must have closed the window or something, but I could get questions from that as well. What is this? Interview. Nope. Comments and reactions. I found it. There you go. Here's the Facebook guys. All right. 26 hearts, 29 thumbs up. Is this Southbound Pachyderm? No. And yes, you guys, so the last album that I was just on is the Sound Cipher album. Thank you, Nick, for mentioning that. Nick said that the album was super amazing. And it's pretty interesting, I gotta say, because when we tracked it, we were in the studio and we didn't know what we were doing. It was me and Skerrick were thinking, let's make some music. Okay, so we went in the studio. We had no idea what we're going to do. No clue. So I brought everything I possibly could. And then the producer, Randall, had a buddy, Tim Mason. He had his synthesizers all there and all these arpeggiated things going. So the album that we just did, Sound Cipher, is out now. And it sounds like a crazy, warped out Miami Vice soundtrack. You guys got to hear it. And the production is awesome. Randall, it was kind of like taking tons of jams and segments of whatever we were doing and piecing them together and into these things. We do play live. We've played some gigs, but it's not like the record. The record is like super chaotic sometimes. But it's really interesting. It's all instrumental. So check it out, Sound Cipher. Do you think your drum parts would be the same all these years later? No. They'd be a lot simpler now. So, thanks, Joshua. I would make them happy little drum beats. That's what I would do now. Yes, Nick says everyone here needs to listen to that immediately, and I do agree. Do I change my approach if Les is on the upright or if there is a horn player? Yes, what I will do is, well, with the upright, no. The upright is usually for the song Pork Soda or Seas of Cheese, or what else is it? I can't think of one of the other ones we do, but they're usually, we do Mr. Crinkle. So that's a fun groove. Can I play that one? I like playing that song. That's cool. So there's the bass line. So you got to ask yourself, what do you do with that? Do you go bop 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 bop? That could work. It's kind of got like a Police vibe. Or bum 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 bum. So I could do that too, you know? But the feel's way different. So what I did is this. So there's the gorilla beat. So I do the gorilla in Mr. Crinkle. So, but that's the, hold on, I'm reading this thing. Yeah, Jody, thank you. Figure out how to play the song. Yeah, I've seen some of those. Those are interesting. But so that's what I did. The big gorilla. So it all matters, like when you're listening to the tone of what the riff is. You know, it has a growl to it, a bite to it. The melody, you know, it's not something that's super happy. You know, it's not very Bob Ross. It's kind of got a dark thing. So all these things, you know, when you hear a riff, you kind of got to process through your drummer mind, your drum filter, and ask yourself these kind of questions like, you know, what's the tone? Is it dark? Is it light? Is it driving? Is it spacey? Is it, you know, hoppy, bumpy, bouncy? Because these are all the things that we have to figure out. And we have to make sure we can make that feeling happen by hitting these things, you know? So, yeah, that's what I did on Crinkle. You know, when I hear that, it felt way better doing a halftime, which means the snare drum comes in, dom, bom, bo, ba, boom, bom, bo, ba, not boom, 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 boom. But we do that at the end of the song, and that's when it takes off at the very end. Dun, 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 dun. And I do, you know, big tom groove. So there, we're running through the jungle at that point. So, yeah, that's how I approach that song. I don't know why I brought that up, but favorite non-Zildjian symbol? Yeah, that's the Wuhan, China symbol. Wuhan, China. And I used to use them, Wuhan Chinese symbols, because they make them so perfectly. Neil Peart used them, and that made me want to use it. And so I started using it, and it had just the perfect kind of noise, and it would just die out quick. So that was my favorite non-Zildjian symbol, the Wuhan, China. And they make a lot. Okay, Van Gogh, what you mean? Yes, I've been painting a lot too. So you can go to timalexanderabstract.com and see them. But it looks terrible in picture. Terrible. You have to see them in person. I got one that's 11 feet long by 6 feet. I mean, and it's like this big. It's like this big on the website. So I don't know. It's hard to tell people to go to the site because what you're going to do, I've been at this Artonomy in Tiburon, but now it's in San Francisco at the Geffen Gallery. I'm having a bunch of the paintings setting up there. They're being set up there currently, so hopefully soon they'll be there. I'm being told Phil Collins used Wuhan too. Nice. Didn't know that. Love the video at Pachyderm Station. Right on. Thank you. Yeah, that was fun. All right. All right. I'm just going to mess around. I got to play a little bit. Oh my God. So I got stuff to do. All right. I got to get going. All right, y'all. That was. I ended up getting into a little bit of the July Cat groove at the end there. Anyways, I hope that was some happy drums for you all tonight before bed. So go ahead, relax. Close your eyes, sit back, relax, and sleep well tonight, you guys. And I will see you tomorrow, most likely. And then Saturday is masterclass time. So sign up if you haven't. stickacademy.com. Hey, what the hell? Even if you're not a drummer, why not just, I don't know, go ahead and sit in. You can hang out. Maybe learn some stuff. I don't know. It's up to you. Okay. I'm going to end this now. You guys take care. See you tomorrow.